Today we're going to rent bikes and show you why this is one of the best things in Porto to do. We're going to ride up the coast and see what it has to offer. We're going to show you how much fun it is, all the places you can go, the in and outs of biking here, and how much it costs. There are two main bike routes here in Porto. Both follow the Douro River down to the ocean. One is on the Gaia side and the other is on the Porto side. Both are great, but we are going to show you which one we prefer and why. I am going to start at the Dom Luís Bridge right at the beautiful Gaia riverside. Here you get stunning views of Porto across the river, and the ride is laid back and easy. This route begins on the pedestrian walk, then joins the main road that you will follow to the Douro Marina and on down to the beach. I suggest getting to the bike rental shop when they open at 10 a.m. This will get you on your way before things get crowded and allows you to take your time and stop along the way to enjoy the views. I rented my bike from Douro's Rental, a bike shop that is located right below the Dom Luís Bridge on the Porto side. This ride is very easy, even if you are not very comfortable cycling, as it is almost entirely flat. Be sure to bring a hat, sunscreen, and plenty of water. After a few minutes, you will come to the Arabida Bridge. Then you arrive at the Douro Marina. It's worth stopping here, where you can watch the local fishermen prepare their nets while getting ready for their next trip out to sea. There are also some old dry docks, and then you come to the Douro Estuary Nature Reserve. This is also where you will join the lovely bike path that takes you to the ocean and out of the traffic. Once you get to the ocean, there is a wide, sprawling beach. Well, I made it down to the open Atlantic Ocean, and is it ever beautiful? If you come to Porto, it is a must-do to rent a bike and ride from Porto down the Douro River to the ocean. It is well worth it. It's spectacular, it's beautiful all the way here, and I think I'm going to have a fresh seafood lunch out here because it's much cheaper here than it is in town. The bike path continues on for more than 7 miles, winding its way down the Atlantic coast. This is a wonderful stretch for cycling. There are numerous places where you can stop and enjoy the beach. I was here in April, so the water was still cold, and I had the beach almost entirely to myself. It's not horrible, but I couldn't get my whole body in there. Following the red paved path, you pass through some very quaint little beachside towns, and there are a number of really nice restaurants and cafes where you can have a bit of a rest and a fantastic seafood meal. I spent about 5 hours cycling along the Douro River and the Atlantic shoreline. It was an incredible day. The next day, it was time to see the Porto side of the river. This route follows the main road along the river, heading west from the Ribeira. There is a little more traffic on this side of the river, but for much of the route, you can ride on the tram track. Plus, you get to take the relaxing detour through the Porto City Park. If you are looking for more information on things to do in Porto, check out our other video, The Complete Guide to Porto. After about 30 minutes, you will ride through the Foz area. Here things get a little more congested, but you soon arrive at the 2 piers with their lighthouses jutting out into the ocean. This makes for a great spot to have a rest. After about another 15 minutes, I came to a large roundabout and the Castelo do Queijo. You can go inside this fort, built in the 17th century if you like, but I decided to follow the path under the roundabout and entered the Porto City Park. This is the largest park in all of Porto at around 200 acres, and it features over 6 miles of hiking and biking trails. This place is an oasis, and I spent a couple of hours here exploring its shaded trails and scenic lakes. If you make the ride over this way, be sure to take the short detour through this lovely park. From here, I headed a little further north to the City of Matosinhos. There are some beautiful beaches and viewpoints along this stretch, which has a dedicated bike path. This area is a lot more built up than the shoreline to the south and can get really busy with beachgoers in the summer. Overall, I found the previous day's ride along the river from Gaia and down the southern shore to be much more relaxing and leisurely. If you are not very comfortable riding in traffic, then this is definitely the preferred route. But if you have time, I suggest you ride them both. Talk about a bargain for a wonderful day. You can rent a bike for 10 euros for 8 hours, so cheap, and they supply you with a lock, fix-a-flat, padlock and key. And they make it so easy for you. They give you a map. They have an agreement with all the bicycle shops for many, many miles. So if you happen to break down or something, one of these bicycle shops, you can just call them. They'll come help you out. And we just had a fantastic day. The weather is perfect. People are out. The sun is shining. You couldn't ask for a better time.